Okay, so here it is. This is the product Lou was coming back for from Bell & Howell. I mean, they make the smartest items, 100-year-old company, over 100 years. This is the 48-in-1 socket wrench. It comes with a matching pouch holster. It's a huge customer pick, and we just got them back in stock, so they were sold out for quite some time. Why do we love this thing? Instead of having, because I have a little kit that has all of these little sockets, multiple pieces. And so if you lose one, now you're missing it. It's like, now in one tool, you get the larger ones. Take a look at all of those that you get there, all the different sizes. And on the other side, because it's a dual-ended tool, you get the smaller ones. Nice comfort handle included there. We've got 3 colors for you. You could see the blue, we've got the yellow. We also have the red available for you. But this thing, I mean, we've got those toolbox essentials for you this hour. Started with the Bell & Howell alien tape, went to that amazing Mighty Mover, and now another, you know, one tool and so many different uses, right, Lou?
No, absolutely. In fact, this is the tool that I reach for anytime I've got a bolt or a nut or anything that I've got to tighten, because this literally is 48 different tools in one.
Right.
And I say that because when you look at this, each one of these heads has 4 different sizes on it, okay? And each one of those sizes that's on here can work either with standard or metric bolts. So you don't have to go searching for the proper size. But not just that. It's not just the sizes, Leslie. It'll work on 6-point bolts, 12-point bolts, spline bolts, Torx bolts, square bolts, damage bolts. Here's the thing. If you have no idea what I just said, what I was talking about, that's why you need this. Because you don't have to worry about even knowing what you're looking for.
I'm like,
yeah,
huh?
this will work for you. Well, let me show you real quick how this works, though, because this is actually kind of genius. Now, we've got all these different size bolts on here, okay? And the sizes are next to them. You're going to notice there's a metric size as well as a standard size. Now, all I'm going to do is if I want to tighten this one, there we go. I've got it. But guess what? Then I want to do the next one. So I'm going to flip this around and go to the next size. And I got it right there. Then I want to go to the next size. Here we go. Boom. We got that right there. Now, if you ask me, are these standard or are these metric? I'd tell you, I don't know. Okay, because it doesn't matter. Now, I'm going to flip this over, and now I've got another set of 4, and this is for your smaller sizes. So I've got one that's going to fit on that guy. I've got one that's going to fit here. I've got one that's going to fit there. I've got one down here. So you're not running around, Leslie, trying to figure out what size is this going to fit onto. It doesn't matter because this tool will fit on all of them.
That's right. It's like 48 tools in one. And we just got this back in stock. This is always a huge seller, especially around the holiday season, Lou, when people are looking for, you know, what to put in the stockings. We've got Father's Day around the corner. Maybe dad's the handiest. Not all men are handy, but dad's out there. If you want this, it's finally back in stock. You know, my sister is the handy person in my house. My dad was too, but he's like 84 now, so we're letting him rest. But at the end of the day, once again, a toolbox essential, because at some point or another, I mean, for me, it's usually Christmas morning and I'm building stuff for the kids, and I know nothing. I know nothing. So I'm glad that this thing is like, it's all on board.
Yeah, well, let me show you something. Just to put this in perspective, okay? If you're sitting at home right now and you're like going, all right, so it replaces 48 tools. I want you to see something here.
That's what I have at home, Lou. I have no idea how to use it. I have that thing.
Well, Leslie, all these sockets that I'm pulling my fingers across here, this is 48 sockets that are right here. It's actually 47 sockets. This one tool replaces all of these in here. And I want to show you something else that's really cool about this, all right? You can take this. Now, a lot of times, you know, you get into a situation you want to use a ratchet, okay? Watch what I'm going to do here, because this is kind of neat. If I was putting this bolt in right here, okay, I can swing this up. If I get to a certain point and I can't turn anymore, I can bring it down and flip it over. See what I'm doing? Yes. And you can do that with this all day long. So it's going to save your wrist. You don't need a ratchet. It'll actually kind of work like one just by doing that. Now, the other thing is, if you've never heard of one of these, a deep socket bolt, okay? A deep socket, just a deep socket. I'm sorry, I'm tired. But watch this. This is a regular socket that I've got right here, okay? So if I take this regular socket, and let's just imagine the screwdriver had a bolt all the way down here. I can't reach it, all right? It'll only go so far. I'd need what they call a deep socket, but guess what? When you buy this tool, it goes all the way through. So you don't have to have those extra specialty sockets. You can do it using just this one tool. I'm telling you right now, I don't care what your skill level is. If you're somebody who knows nothing about tools, you need this. If you're somebody like me where, you know, these are my tools right here and I've got 2 more sets of these at home, Leslie, I would rather grab this because I know that I've got this in my truck. I've got it in my wife's Jeep. I've got one on my boat. I have it with me at all times. So it's like having 48 tools for any type of bolt with me at all times.
That's right. And notice that you had the measurements. So they're all labeled too. So if your eyes can see that small, I need my readers, but if your eyes can see that small, you can see and find exactly the one you need. And remember, it's dual-ended. So you got the larger ones on one side and you've got the smaller ones on the other side. Nice quality. I mean, you will feel it. Lou, I feel like this is a weapon. I love that it comes with the holster. So I could put this on my belt and walk around with this if I had to hammer somebody on the head. But at the end of the day, at some point or another. For me, it's been, I had to build scooters and I had to put bikes together. And I know nothing of it, so I had to read the instructions. This would have been so handy instead of that mess of little pieces that I have. And I have one that I think I inherited because I didn't buy it. I don't know where that came from, but I have one of those. This is so much easier.
Yeah, we call this professional grade. That's what this feels like in your hands. It's substantial. It doesn't feel like a cheap tool. This feels like a nice heavy-duty tool. I've got one I've had for a couple of years now, Leslie, and I use it regularly to pull the plug out in the back of my boat to let the water drain, and that's a square bolt. The only other way I could do it was with a pair of pliers, and guess what? It would strip them. This doesn't do that.
Oh, so smart. Well, I hope you pick it up today. Read the reviews too. People love this thing, or grab a couple of these and squirrel them away in the gift closet for somebody, because I'm telling you, women love this, men love this. It's very easy, and it replaces up to basically 48 different tools in one. So 739-368 is your item number. Now I'm gonna kick you out and let you go rest, Lou. I hope you have a good night, and I know you're back at 9, I think, with Adam.
I am.
Okay,
I am. I'll see everybody then.
Thank you so much, Lou, for all that you do. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hey, 3 colors still available, but they always sell out. So if you want it, or you're buying this for Dad for Father's Day, or Mom, you know,